Good morning, Internet. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, and finally we have to turn around and go back to South Africa. So we are leaving Langstrand now, just passing Dolphinstrand en route to Walvis Bay, and from there we're going to route towards Solitaire, and then further on to a lodge, if we can reach it. About 467 kilometers today, and we'll try and bring you some interesting stuff.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay there.
Just outside of Walvis Bay, and about to go into the desert. And on the left hand side, the famous Rooikop, where the old Rooikop Air Force Base used to be, and then further left is the Walvis Bay Airport.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes, it makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life.
We find a Kaboes next to the road with a grader, trying to make this road better, because we've gone from tar road to salt road to bad road to worse road to extremely bad road as we carry on. And this this is not good for Kaboes. But yeah, there's a lot of traffic on this road, and you can see here next to the road, even the people started driving next to the road in order to try and escape from the corrugated road. We're all just slowly leaving the desert. The grass are starting to grow. We're getting a lot of traffic, and that is obviously why the road is in such a bad state here. And then Namibia obviously has its own Table Mountain. She is the smaller replica of the one in Cape Town. And as we come down, we watch this Table Mountain for quite a few kilometers. And as it's situated in the beauty of the desert.
The chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like
This is where we come down to cross the Kuiseb River. And the Kuiseb River runs intermittently from its origin in the mountains to the west of Windhoek. It flows for about 300 miles or 500 kilometers in a semicircle, southwestward, westward, and then eventually northwestward into the cool coastal Namib Desert, where it normally dies out just southeast or south of Walvis Bay. It may reach the Atlantic Ocean in very, very good years. So normally it just dries out. The rock formations around the Kuiseb River is quite interesting, as you can see on the videos here. It's more pressure layers than anything else. The Kuiseb catchment area is estimated to be about 16,000 square kilometers, and it has a mean runoff of roughly 20 million cubic meters per year. But as I said, it doesn't often reach the ocean. Now, between Naukloft and the Namib, the Kuiseb carved out a canyon in barren, inaccessible area, as you can see here. During World War II, the area around the Kuiseb Canyon served as a shelter for Henno Martin and Herman Kohn, who moved there to wait the war out. 2 books and a film were subsequently published about this 2-year stay of theirs in the river. The ruins of their shelter can be visited, but we're not going to do that today. On this course through the Namib, the Kuiseb is bordered on one side by some of the tallest sand dunes in the world, and the other side by barren rock, which we discussed in a previous video. Obviously, it rained upstream somewhere. There's some water in the river here, not long ago. You can see the wet patches over there. This whole time when we come up here, you got these rocks. These rocks are very sharp. And now we're going to go up to the top of the plateau again. Everything good so far? Road is bad, but we're progressing. About 30 minutes further and about 60 kilometers from Solitaire, we enter the Gaub Pass, which is an absolute glorious experience, whichever way you look at it. There's plenty of places to stop and admire, and yeah, it's just beautiful here, which is so such beautiful places just found in this country.
so kom Petrie en plak verraggies sy sticker ook vir Capricorn.
We are the Tropic of Capricorn. It's an imaginary latitude line that goes around the Earth or the globe on the south of the equator at approximately 23.5 degrees. It is the most southern point on Earth and corresponds to the declination of the sun's ecliptic at the end of summer, or in the middle of summer rather, in the southern hemisphere. The tropic mainly passes through water since there is less land in the southern hemisphere for it to cross. However, it crosses near Madagascar, Australia, Rio de Janeiro, and here through the desert. The tropic is currently at 23.43 degrees south as of May 2017, and it gradually moves northwards as about 15 meters per year. We're approaching Solitaire. Now the remote settlement just below the Tropic of Capricorn here, and at the end of the Namibia Park, has been a welcome stopover for visitors for more than 60 years. Here you can find cold drinks, ice cream, baked goods, and they're very, very popular for the appelstrudel. Anyway, you can fill up on petrols, have tires repaired, and stretch your legs during the long drive from Sesriem or Swakopmund to Sesriem. Now, Solitaire is situated on the edge of a 45,000, let me just get the facts right. The Solitaire Land Trust is a landscape level conservation project currently protecting 45,000 acres of semi-arid grassland habitat between the Great African Escarpment and the eastern edge of the Namib Desert. Now, this is regularly degraded by drought and overgrazing, and these former cattle farms are fragmented by abandoned fences that interface with natural movement of wildlife, so it's a continuous work in process. The ancient ecosystem is home to protected and endangered plant and animal species now, and have evolved over countless millennia to survive in this difficult and dry habitat. If you want to see beautiful sunsets, this is the place to come to. After having a taste of the very famous appelstrudel, I'm not really sure what you call it, appelstrudel, we set out again on the road, and now we're not quite sure where we're going. But we're heading into the Zundap Mountains, where we have never been before. Since we have now left the beaten track and the tourist routes, the roads are suddenly beautiful, just like they should be in the southern part of Namibia. We're now heading from Solitaire towards Maldivier and into the Sondap Mountains. I've never been here, and at some stage when we're going to go through the Sondap Mountains here and then turn right into, I think, what is called the Zundap Valley. We'll see what we find there.
Wat dink jy? Want die res van die berg is mooi groen. En daai stuk.
Look at the colors in that mountains. It's just spectacular. All colors represented there. Look like that waterfall comes out of the rock there, and just these spectacular rock formations here. We're close to Maldivier, about 140 kilometers from Maldivier now.
I'm crazy for trying, and crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy.
Ook ek dit skep aan hy kokerboom ding op die tak. Daar was so 'n droë kokerboom op die.
We've now turned right from the Maldivier Road, heading into the valley, and we got the Zundap Mountains on the right, valley on the left. We're turning here towards the Zebra River Lodge, where we're going to end up tonight. Now, what's very obvious in this valley, and as in the whole of Namibia, as we looked, was that many years ago there was a lot of water here. And here, we didn't find it yet, but apparently there's a river here that's got water throughout the year, even here in the semi-desert. Now, as we go along, the road gets less and less used, and we can see that, we're almost at the end of the users. We've now turned off into the Zebra River Lodge's private road, and you can see here from the mountains a lot of water through the ages has flown through here. And this is something that we need to experience and to discover what has happened here.
Battery low. So my battery is low.
Luckily, they have, this morning, they've called a tire on the road, and makes it very nice. Huge airfield here, or runway. So obviously we can fly in here next time if we want to come back to the river lodge. Again, on the mountains, we can see the rings from years and years and years of water erosion. And this is the lodge itself. Some very nice accommodation here, but obviously we're gonna head off to the campsite down in the valley. Campsite 1. Two.
praat. Ek gaan dit dalk beter gaan met ons.
On arrival, we find a lot of dust in the caravan tonight, and this has come off. Screws has come undone. Luckily, with the modification of the third hinge in the middle, it helps. So we'll have to fix that tonight. Another one was open at the back. This one was also open at the back. Air conditioner is okay. That one's also open. But yeah, it doesn't like the dirt road so much. We're here in the campsite at Zebra River campsite. This is number 4 campsite. The campsites are quite beautiful, quite well laid out. And the setting is absolutely beautiful. We are obviously alone here, and we expect to stay alone tonight. And yeah, here behind the campsite, see the river. It is beautiful, and obviously when it comes down, it'll be a beautiful sight. It did come down a couple of days ago. You can see the remnants here of the water flowing. So yeah, it's just us here. It's bliss. Now today we progressed from Swakopmund, or Langstrand rather, via Walvis Bay, then to Solitaire via the Kuiseb River, and we are now here northwest of Multi-Year, which is over here on the side, and we are at the Zebra River Lodge. Total of about 5-6 hours drive, and I'm not quite sure how many kilometers we did, but anyway, that's what we hear. And tomorrow we sort of plan to go down further south. We'll let you know. We're going to end this video here, and if you like it, please give us a thumbs up. That will help us, and also subscribe so we can see you in the next video. That will also help us a lot. It is free. Tomorrow we're going to look at all these wonderful things, and I'm not going to tell you now what it is, so stay tuned for the next episode to see what we're looking at.